Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Kinsey, your favorite garage gym girly. And if you are new here, I review home gym equipment. And today we're reviewing the Good Girl, Bad Girl machine. Now, for those of you that don't know, this machine, it's not actually called the Good Girl, Bad Girl machine. It works your adductors and your abductors. I think with home gym equipment reviewers, we forget that there are people out there watching that might not know what this machine does and how it'll benefit them in their home gyms. Quick anatomy lesson. We are first going to work our adductors on this machine. Your adductors are located on your inner thigh and they're responsible for bringing your legs towards the body. So we're going to make sure that these pads are faced towards our legs like this, and you're going to pull this handle. It'll be to your right if you're sitting on the machine, but on your guys' screen it's to the left. You can see my hand on it right now. So I know this looks silly, but you want to be in a good stretch so you get a good range of motion in the movement. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, if you ever get yourself in a pickle and you're in a too far of a stretch, don't worry, you just yank on this handle and it will release those pads. Now, second muscle we're going to work is our abductors. So for a lack of scientific terms, your side butt, your glute medius and your glute minimus. Now you're going to do that by simply flipping these pads. You don't even have to get out of the machine. So from there, you just want to make sure that this is on setting 1 and this muscle is responsible, you guessed it, for pushing away from your body. So this is what this movement looks like. And after a few reps, my glutes are already lighting up. These muscle groups are important to work because as you age, it's going to stabilize your hips and your lower back. That's the problem area for a lot of people as they age. If you're an athlete, it's going to strengthen the muscles that are going to help you with explosive directional changes. So whether you're an athlete or whether you're just an average Joe, you can really benefit from this machine. If you guys are new to the channel, you might be unfamiliar with Capex Nuggets. All Capex Nuggets are is little small pieces of information that's going to make this machine perform better or at its best. Now, today's Capex Nugget is to make sure if you purchase this machine, you might have to have a pair of yoga blocks or cut up yoga mat, something that you can wedge between your thigh and these pads. If you're a smaller person, there's going to be a little bit left to be desired in the range of motion in this machine. So let me explain. When you're like this and you come in, the weight kind of drops off right here. And so to fix that, you just want to make sure, like I said, you have something to wedge between your legs and these pads. And that way you're getting constant resistance to the movement and you got like 4 more inches of range of motion here. So I like these. These are just from an old machine, but I like them because they just store behind me like that out of the way. Another Capex nugget I wanted to mention is if you are lacking space, like most of us in the home gym, you can choose not to install the weight horns that sit here on the side. They're nice to have for storage, but it does save you 10 inches from side to side if you want to go ahead and not install these. Now you know why you might want this machine and what muscles it works. Let's go over the value and the specs of this machine and see if it's worth every penny. Now, I mentioned a second ago that you could save some space by not installing the weight horn, but when you have it in full splits mode, it is going to take up 67 inches. I haven't been able to get it to that setting 6, but you're still going to need at least 60 inches, as you can see in that full stretch, to utilize it for that inner thigh. Now, this machine doesn't take up too much side to side space without those weight horns installed. You're looking at just 21 inches, but I would describe this machine as a long machine because it takes about 6 feet from front to back when weight plates are loaded onto it. Speaking of weight plates, you can fit about, I'd say, 4 45-pound bumper plates, equaling 180 pounds, but it is rated for 400 pounds if you have thinner plates. I do have an affiliate link for a company called Weighted Out. They have some of the thinnest plates and bumper plates around, so you can always snag some of those for your plate loaded machines in your home gym. Lastly, let's go over adjustment points. So you have 6 points of adjustment on those thigh pads so you can find a comfortable start point. And then you're going to have 4 different points on the back pad to adjust. So whether you're short or you're tall, this should work for you. I have experience with clients anywhere from 5 feet to 6'2" using this machine with room to spare. We've reached the point in the video where I tell you if this machine is worth your hard-earned money, but more importantly, the space in your home gym. Now, to be honest with you, I've always thought this machine was a little overpriced, but that was before I have enjoyed the last 3 weeks of training on it. My glutes are always sore from this machine, and I like using it as a priming movement to warm up for things like leg presses or heavy squats. Now, this machine has earned a permanent spot in my home gym because I love a low impact way of being able to keep my glutes and my adductors strong. I do play women's tackle football, so it's important for me to keep these muscle groups strong. If you are someone that suffers from lower back pain, you might want to look into something like this because, like I said, it's just a low impact way of keeping your glutes strong. The padding on this machine is just all right. That's something I didn't talk about and cover, but it's just like any run of the mill budget machine. I think if you're the only person using it, it's going to last a decent amount of time. The only downside to this machine that I could find is that if you don't put silicone spray or something in between like the links and stuff, and you guys probably heard it in the video, this machine can be pretty loud. I am finding that I have to keep it oiled, and I have to oil it every like week or so, or it starts to squeak again. If you guys had like a thicker grease you can put in there, it would probably keep it from making noise. But so far, that's the only negative thing that I could find about this machine. Otherwise, I've been really enjoying it. So to summarize, if you guys have a very specific reason to buy this machine, then I do think it's worth the money, especially if you are suffering from lower back pain or maybe a knee injury, things of that nature. Then yes, I think it's worth the money if you fit into that specific group of people. I do have an affiliate link below. If you guys could use that, that would be awesome. It's just to Amazon. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so I can keep making these sick videos for you guys. Thank you so much. See you guys later.